What's good, everybody? It's BBKDRAGOON. I told you last week I was going to bring somebody onto the channel to talk about the new game type in Halo 5, Warzone. I've been a little bit skeptical about this game type, and I knew I needed to bring somebody on with experience, somebody who's tried out this game type at different events, and I could think of nobody better than my good friend, Unyshek. If you don't know Unyshek, check out his channel link in the description below. This guy's an amazing Halo player with more 50s than you can count on both hands. He runs an extremely entertaining stream, as well as a great YouTube channel that's been uploading like daily Halo 5 for over a month now, and will continue until the launch of the game itself. So first of all, Unyshek, where have you played Warzone before? How much have you played of it? And what's just sort of your experience with this game type?
Let's see. I got to play Warzone at E3 two times during a press event party thing. It was awesome. I actually got to play with Naked Eli. We totally got slapped the first game, and then we hopped on for the second game and destroyed them. So you win one, you lose one, you know, that kind of thing. Then I snuck into Comic-Con down in San Diego, and I played one time there. The line was way too long for me, so I only played that one time and then moved along. And then at PAX, I went and got to play like 2 or 3 times. So I've had my fair share of hands-on time with Warzone. It's pretty fun, man.
Excellent. By the way, tell Naked Eli to stream some more. I'm jonesing for some more Halo speedruns. So what are your initial impressions and feedback on Warzone as a game type? Does it remind you of any previous game modes like Invasion from Reach? Or is it something just completely new? How is the pace of matches, and how does PvE blend with PvP combat? For listeners who don't know, Warzone, big new game type, and you're not only fighting the other team, you're fighting AI opponents that are dropping into the match.
My initial impressions? I think it's a fresh experience. I mean, yeah, sure, Invasion and Warzone kind of have their established phases and steps that you have to do to progress throughout the match, but beyond that, I'd say that it's something entirely new. And as for the pace of the matches, it can vary quite a bit. I had a few matches where my team stomped on them for like 10 minutes, and then other ones that were closer and they went for almost a full 20 minutes. So you can have games that are twice as long as other games. But if you mean the actual piece of the gameplay, there's almost always something to do, I've noticed. An enemy player to find, a new AI boss to kill, or a base to capture. You definitely keep yourself busy in Warzone. I can't speak too much on that, on how the PvE blends with PvP, because I spent most of my time killing the enemy players so that my teammates, the convention guys, could kind of clean up the AIs behind me and worry about that while I kept them safe. However, I will say that I did like how strong the AIs were when I did go against them. They weren't like cheesy by any means. They were totally ready to slap you if you rushed in like a fool.
So, rec cards. What's your feedback or impressions of the new rec card system? Mainly like the consumables that you can actually use in the Warzone match. Knowing you, I'm sure you're going to do some ridiculous stuff, dude.
I'm actually pretty excited about the rec system. It's going to add a lot of variety to the game, I know for sure, which will help things from getting stale. I mean, I'm sure I might get a little grumpy if someone beats me because they have a better rec item, but it's part of the game type, and I'll just adjust my playstyle accordingly. But especially because I know I'll probably have a lot more fun with my recs than other people will have with theirs.
I can already see it now. Goal of only green card kill tax or something. Anyway, how big are the maps, and how is the traffic flow on them? Like, what is the pace of movement, I guess, right?
I've only played on Escape from Ark at all 3 of the events I went to, so that was a pretty big map, but most of the action was centered around the bases, so I kind of stayed in a smaller region than walking around the entire big map. But from what I saw of the Raid on Apex 7 videos, is that the map is huge, and there's tons of different ways to go exploring throughout. I feel like we're going to see that kind of flow and movement more so than the kind of directed flow on Escape from Ark.
Did you have any epic Halo-esque moments, things that really stand out to you?
To be honest, I can't remember most of my gameplays. I do remember at PAX, I went 37-0. That was my last game that I played of Warzone. I had a ton of kills in the Phaeton. I got through 2 snipers and then realized, heck, why not just hop in Phaeton and rain terror from above. So actually, during that gameplay, there was one point when I was weak. A Banshee was coming behind me while I was in the Phaeton, so I just jumped out. The Banshee turned away, thinking he killed me. This guy was like, he's from the convention, you know? And then I hopped right back in my Phaeton, turned around, and blew him up. Totally, like, blew that kid's mind, too. And beyond that, I would have liked to get that unfriggin' believable, but, I mean, I can't argue with getting an inconceivable perfection with my last game of Warzone, but now I have something to aim for once the game comes out.
Do you have any tips that you can give our viewers regarding Warzone? Anything that they can use when they hop in day one?
Let's see. My number one tip would probably be making sure you push forward fast at the beginning of the match. Don't take your time killing the initial AIs that are in the bases. You want to clean them quickly and move up as fast as you can, because the other team might take their time killing the AIs, and then you've got that much more of a jump on them at the start of the match, which is very, very beneficial.
Right on. Well, thank you, Unyshek. I seriously appreciate it. Where can a viewer find your content, or where can they go to support your work?
As most of you guys all know, you can find me at YouTube, Twitch, Twitter.com/Unyshek. I have the name everywhere, so if you want to go check out my stuff, that's how you do it.
As always, Unyshek, it is an honor. Thank you very much for hopping on board. Thanks for the footage, and just thanks for what you do for the Halo community, man. I'm really looking forward to what's coming down the pipeline with you and Halo 5. I don't know what that'll be, but I know it'll be pretty great.
Thanks for having me on again, man. It's always a pleasure to sit down and talk a little Halo with you.
So there you have it, viewers. Unyshek and I, our conversation about Warzone. I am much more confident about this game type after having the chance to pick his brain about it. I was, last week, as you know, a little bit maybe hesitant, a little worried that BTB was not coming out initially, and Warzone was. But, you know, I trust Unyshek, and after hearing this stuff, I feel a little bit more confident. You know, time will tell, but I really do like what he comes on the channel, and I'm hoping to have him on, as well as some other big Halo YouTube and community members onto the channel as well. If you enjoyed this, guys, please do go check out his channel. He's a really strong player who works his butt off to put out quality content. Other than that, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Share your thoughts down below if you like this kind of video and want to see more from maybe other community members. Let me know who they are and maybe what you'd want to see it on. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful day, and we'll talk with you next time.